Coming up on 14 minutes past 12 o'clock, the Southern Fruit Fellowship will embark upon Hattiesburg another good word, this Thursday, and will continue its convention, its fellowship through Saturday. And it's the first time that the Fruit Fellowship, the Southern fruit growers of this country, have gathered in Hattiesburg. Here to tell us more about it is Roger Danley, who is on the left part of your screen, was born in Mississippi, now makes home in Alabama, if I'm not mistaken. And also joining us is T.O. Warren, who is a noted expert in the field of this particular field, and is going to demonstrate some grafting techniques for us today on set. It's good to have you here, both of you.
Thank you.
First of all, Roger, tell us about, this is really, in these circles, in the fruit industry circles, this is quite a show, as Ed Sullivan would say, right?
Yes, sir, I believe so. Well, grafting is one of the things you don't learn just anywhere. They don't have it in high school or college courses or anything like that. And when I became interested in grafting, I met Mr. Warren, and he taught me all there was to know about it, I believe.
Well, Kelly, let me interrupt.
Sure.
First, we want to thank WDAM for giving us this airtime. We appreciate it. And to explain the meat, see, we have the North American Fruit Explorers, which is 3,500 members strong. And we have this Southern Fruit Fellowship, which deals with the heat and humidity, and we're growing fast. Well, they're meeting in Hattiesburg. They're going to converge the best growers all over the South. And it's unique. I don't think Hattiesburg in there realizes this. It'll be years before that happens again. We meet twice a year. We meet in Florida in the fall. Next year, we'll be in Houston. So it's a unique, and I want to tell the public, if I don't get anything across, you're just as welcome. SFF is a helpful group. We're givers, and we want to help you. You come and feel free and ask questions, and I guarantee you they'll be friendly to you, and it's just a great meet. I got some, like President Bush, I got some notes here so I won't miss it. You see this little golden eagle here?
It's very nice.
That's 57 years old.
Is that right?
I finished at Southern in 1937 when it was State Teachers College, and it was just beyond the Pine Stump area. And I'm proud of it. It's grown. It's got beautiful campuses, and I've been so many numerous meets the past 25 years. I want to say this for a feather in the cap. Their co-sponsor, Dr. Sam Rosso, one of the finest men I ever met. He will welcome us there Friday evening. And I've been to places like Michigan State at East Lansing, Oregon State at Corvallis, University of Illinois, places like that. But no place will be any prettier than the Union lobby and the nice rooms they got. Believe me.
Now you got them coming from Maryland. I mean, it's all the way
Ed
across the South.
Franklin, Apex man, is coming from Maryland. He's going to have the best video show, and he's also going to serve on the grafting desk. And buddy, I got Bonnie Childers from Netherlands, Texas, is going to have a slideshow. After that, we're going to set up 13 tables with their names like this, who they are, and performing so many grafts and everything. And the reason I can talk so much on it is that I have selected the 9 speakers we have. I've also selected the 13 grafters from people over the South that I know well, and I'm just a small part of the meeting. If I've got time, let me give this. Thank the Cabot Lodge for the kindness they have shown us. The Green Terrace that's going to feed us and give us a free room. For Ed Norton, we'll meet his vegetable farm. To the muscadine plant at Ellisville, graciously going to let us tour that $5 million plant. And we're going to have to break the crowd up. Then we come into Jackie and Bill Rawls' place, and John Griffin and his wife, Val, they're going to make sandwiches and everything, and see Bill Fine Orchard. We go to Southern then at 2, set up this display, and we have talks that night. We have talks at the Green Terrace Inn. Then the next day, we want to thank Poplarville Federal and State Station, Dr. Lash, and the federal and state people down there, Spears. They've been so helpful to us. And the Goat House Restaurant, where we're going to eat, set up special 4.5 meals for us. And to the Bass Pecan Company, the largest. And it's just then we're coming back to the Hattiesburg Cabot Lodge for question and answer.
Now I want to make sure we've only got about 3 minutes here, so I want
Okay.
to make sure we get some grafting
right.
demonstrations here. This is mayhaw seed right here, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, this is what is called a bark graft, and you start here, and you use 3/4 inch tape. I mean 3/4 masking tape, and then you put a plastic bag over it, plus a shade bag, and you put a little stick up there to hold it. And I wish we had more time. Now this is the whip graft. They'll demonstrate in detail. You see? And this is the splice graft that I use. This is a whip graft tape with 2 layers. This is the splice graft that I use. And this is the cleft graft. This is 5%. You do that on the Harlan, pecan, walnut, and persimmon. The rest I do the middle of February, these 2 grafts. I couldn't do it 95%. And it's a different cut. You'll notice this cut here, you use it in this graft, you use it in that, and you use it in the whip.
Now, Roger, this might sound like a stupid question, but what is the purpose of grafting? What does it do?
You put a good fruit on top of a sorry base.
Right. You know, if you plant the seeds from an apple or something like that, you get a seedling tree that's not necessarily a good variety to select, but by selecting a variety and cutting a limb off of it, you can graft on to a rootstock from a seedling and have that selected variety that you want to grow and eat.
Okay.
This is typical of the budwood where they do budding, and this is the different buds. The bark with the flap at the bottom. I mean, this is the chip bud with a flap at the bottom and top. This is the bud I use with a flap at the top. It's a modified patch bud. If you'll notice, the buds are sloping on each end.
I want to turn that to this side
All
so
right.
people can see that.
And you notice that we put, see that? And you can do this graft any time of the year. But now here's a shield bud. You have to wait till the bark slips. You see, you cut a little, and this is a sealant that you use for budding. You cover that. You can cover the whole bud, or you can go around the bud.
And guess what, Mr. Warren?
We out?
We only have 30 seconds left.
Okay. Well, this is a surprise. Let me show you.
He's been all morning long. He said, "No, we can't open this until it's time."
Help me
So-
get this lid off.
Now nothing's going to jump out of here.
No, it ain't gonna jump out here.
Okay.
You had Mr. Baker on.
Yes, Fred Baker was on. We had.
Well,
We
if
talked
I
about
knew
mayhaw.
you, this is a gallon of big red mayhaw,
Ooh.
and I was going to have you make the jelly, but me and we run out of time. Here's simple instruction, and I don't think of anybody. Get some women. I think Miss Anita Phillips is young and pretty. Let her make it up in 2-ounce jars, and all y'all, we have converted the South on mayhaw. We want to convert WDM and its personnel.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Warren. The Southern Fruit Fellowship will convene upon Hattiesburg this Thursday, and everything you needed to know. We didn't get into the tools here that you use in grafting, but we'll do that in another show. We'll invite you
Good.
back.
Be happy to.
Roger, best wishes. Good luck for the fellowship, and Mr. T.O. Warren as well. And we'll have our weather forecast